How are you, Ben?
Good.
They tell me you love horse racing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially
Good.
my dad.
Yeah, did he bring you along to the races for the first time?
Yeah.
Ben,
Yeah.
what took you so long to go to the Melbourne Cup? Because it took me that long to win it. Maybe I needed you to come early and I would have won it earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe you're my lucky omen.
Yeah. 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 We'll try and go again this year.
Well, I think we're all trying to hope to go again this year.
And last year was my first one.
Wow. Was it special? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's good. What about how big the crowd was?
Yeah. Very big. Yeah.
And Ben, who's winning the race?
The horse's name is Ben.
Oh, I love it. I do love it. It's good. I've got to now ring my manager and say, I need to find a horse at one at Flemington's name's Ben. I've got to get on it next time.
Yeah.
They tell me you also love going and see the living legends horses, the past champions, that when they come to the races.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah,
exciting.
Apache.
You like Apache Cat?
Yeah. Oh, and Who Shot the Barman too.
Who Shot the Barman's well named.
Yeah.
He ran a cup. I think he ran 2 or 3 Melbourne Cups in a row. So he did, I think 2. He did a really good job, and a couple of Sydney Cups. What do you like most about the races, Ben?
Probably just seeing all the horses running and everything.
The competition?
Yeah.
What about how fast they go? Do you know how fast horses race?
No.
They average it's over 60 kilometres an hour. I think recently mine have been only doing 58, but most of them run about just over 60 kilometres an hour is their average. Do you know how much a horse weighs?
No.
They average around 500 kilos.
That's
So they're pretty. So we have horses that are also bigger than that and also smaller than that, but they're the average weight of 500 kilos, and the speed is an average of just over 60 kilometres an hour. So it's pretty fast, isn't it?
Yeah. I've
And
got a couple questions here.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have a favourite racing memory?
Do I have of course. I would say winning the Melbourne Cup on Bound Declare would have to be one of the great racing memories for me.
Do you know Van de Clare is going to be training for the Melbourne Cup again this year?
He will be targeted for the Melbourne Cup this year. He just will have a lot more weight than what he had last year. So his only disappointing run was probably his last 2 starts. So it'll be interesting to see how he comes back. But he's definitely on target by Danny O'Brien and his stable.
Is Flemington your favourite racetrack?
Oh, I do enjoy Flemington. I do. It's a lovely. The reason why I like it, it's a good horses track, because there's such big long run-ins and long straight. There usually means the best horses usually win, and a lot more chances can happen because of the straight. I also love racing down the straight. The straight 6 is quite an amazing feeling of going in a straight line without any turns. So if you get a good horse that loves Flemington or handles the straight, it's a really exciting place to ride, and especially to ride winners when the grandstands are full over carnival time or on Super Saturday throughout the autumn. It is an amazing time to be riding a winner, especially in front of a big crowd.
Yeah. What are the good things and bad things about being a jockey?
Bad things, it's dangerous, and there's a lot of sacrifice and hard work, but I'm pretty sure in anything you want to do and you do well, that you always have sacrifices and restrictions on what you can and can't do. That makes you stay focused about being what I am as a professional jockey. The good things, I've been able to have a great life, travel the world, meet some amazing people, represent your country. And I've now a father, and I'm raising my 4 children, and we have a nice lifestyle. So that's only attributed by the success I have being a successful jockey. But I love traveling the world, representing Australia and competing on the biggest stages.
What do you do to get prepared for a race day?
I like my procedures. So part of my routine is I like to go to bed nice and early. I was taught you must be in bed, you got to have sleep. And I find with my weight's a lot better, and I'm a lot stronger the next day if I have a good sleep. So the whole idea is to make sure I get plenty of sleep the day before. And then I get up and I work my clock out to say when I get up, I clean my teeth, I go down, I work out and I stretch, and then I have breakfast, and then I have a shower, and then it works out that I jump in the car, I bring my riding coach, I put some nice music on, get some nice tunes in the head, and then I start ready for the day. As soon as I step out of the car, I've got my suit on and I'm ready for action, and I feel I'm ready. I walk in the jockey's room, I have my valets, they're ready to go with my gear. Once I put my clothes on and go out and walk the track, I really start feeling the energy of the day's excitement. And then I go back through all the notes of the 5 hours homework or 4 hours homework I did the day before and start preparing. So that's a normal preparation for me. I make sure that I've got my fluid intake for the day, and I also have my meal supplements throughout the day to give me energy just while I'm competing. And hopefully I have a great day and I come home with a big smile on my face.
What do you like to do when you're not racing?
It's a good question. Oh, I love sport. I love going to the movies. Anything I love to do, I can't do at the moment like most people because of the COVID-19. So I actually love going to the movies. I love switching off in between. I love actually going to the movies, sitting down there, having some popcorn if I don't have to ride light, a choc top, that's really good, and sitting there and I don't have to answer my phone, so it's even better.
Do you have a footy team?
I do. I vote for the Richmond Tigers.
Okay.
Is that good or not good? You look towards mum, so are the mums obviously approving or disapproving?
We go for Collingwood.
You're Collingwood. Well, my brother is Collingwood, which we say Mad Collingwood, and my manager is Carlton, and my mum is Essendon. I'm Richmond, and my father is any team that's successful. He jumps on the bandwagon. So we cover most of the AFL teams, as it turns out.
Have you raced in England in front of the Queen before?
I actually have ridden twice for the Queen. I actually rode in the Royal Colours, which I was really proud of. Then I ran second and third for it. And I actually met the Queen when the Queen Mother was coming down the stairs at Epsom. And it wasn't quite funny, but it was funny for my mum and auntie who were there at the time, and they were waiting. Everyone was waiting for the Queen Mother to come down, and the parade ring at Epsom is out the back of the stand. So then they wait for the Queen. They're waiting for the Queen Mother to come down the stairs, not by the stairs, but she had a cart that brought her down. And while they stopped everyone going through, I had to ride there for Mick Shannon. I was riding for Sheikh Ahmed. And I wanted to get out there and impress myself because I've never met Sheikh Ahmed, and he just arrived there from over in Dubai. And so I was quick to get out the back and try and meet them. And they said the security all stopped me from going through. And then the older gentleman said, "Oh, that's young Williams from Australia. He's got to go and ride for Mr. Shannon. You've got to go let him go." So they let me go. And then they told me I had to really run through. And I couldn't help myself. Everyone was looking back up to the stand. So I did the same thing. And as I did, I've nearly gone through, and they're screaming at me to get going. And as I went to run and turn through the door, I nearly walked into this lady. I said, sorry, Mum, sorry. And it ended up being the Queen. And she goes, "Well, go on then." And so that was it. And then my parents were up the top, and there was a lady up there, and they said, "Oh, did you see that young Australian jockey, Williams? He nearly ran the Queen." And I don't think he knew who it was. So that was a bit bad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that's my Queen story anyway.
Yeah. If you weren't a jockey, what would you be?
I used to joke and say I'd be fat and I'd work in a bakery, but I don't know if that's true. I love being fit. I love being energetic. I love traveling the world. So I think it would have something to do with traveling. I really love seeing the different cultures and languages around the world. And not only do I love how other places do it, but I always love coming home and going, we are very privileged to live and be a resident of Australia. We do live so far away, but I think in that sense that it also protects us from a lot of things, which we are finding out at the moment. But anyway, we're all doing everything we can, and we can't wait to get you guys back to the races. If Dad gets his way, then you might be an owner, and that would be even better. Or your mum's going to say, "I told you so," for the rest of their life. But anyway, that's how it works. And we hope to stay engaged. If this is the way we do it, then Ben, thanks for reaching out. And if not, I am looking forward to you guys getting back to the race course soon.
Yeah. Thanks for answering all my questions. It's been a good chat and everything. And good luck with the jockey premiership this year.